is a big part, in the making of. So,
right.
In Euclid, Ohio, to most people, this was a quote unquote pipe dream,
right,
no,
right.
But to my mom and my grandmother, no, they didn't. They did not. They believed, yes, you can do this. You're gonna have to work really hard. You're gonna have to study. You're gonna have to do this, but you can do it, and don't quit. So they were my role models.
And that's what every child needs to be successful at, no matter what they choose to do, is to have their parents and their family behind them.
I agree.
There's a lot of times that, somebody says they're going to be an actor and the parents kind of just roll their eyes and tell them, go to school and get something
right.
else.
Get a real job.
Right. And I'm so happy that there are parents out there that do encourage their children to be whatever they want to be, but also, make them face reality that, yes, you still do need to go to school and you still need to learn, something else besides acting, because you're going to be waiting tables or something until you get that job. So you're going to have to sustain yourself in another way.
Absolutely. And I've pretty much I've worked every job on a set. I started out as a PA, worked 12 to 14-hour days, and did various other odd jobs to support myself because I moved to Los Angeles by myself.
That's scary.
It wasn't. You know what it is? I think youth. Before now today, if someone said, well, just move, I would, oh, my God, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to have to plan this. I have to plan that. I have to. But when you're 18, maybe it's a I don't know if it's a blessing, but I know for me, I didn't think about all that could have happened,
Right.
I really didn't. I didn't think about it. But now looking back, I'm like, oh, my God, I must have had a guardian angel. Seriously. So, yeah. Yeah.
I completely agree with that, because I remember the crazy things I did as a youth, and now, I tell my kids to do the complete opposite. Now you pay attention to what's going on in the world. Now you watch the news, and things scare you more, and you fear for your children. But
absolutely, I agree.
And you just hope that they use common sense when they're doing things. So. But
definitely.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing that you made it to where you are and everything went well for you. You also went to school, to college and that, and I believe I read you have 2 or 3 degrees. Is that correct?
No, I did go to college. I don't have 2 or 3.
I thought I read something like that. I must have misread it.
I did. I did go to college, and I do have one. And I eventually, I think I'd like to go to law school. I think I'd like to retire as a entertainment attorney.
Okay.
That's my long-term goal. Still making films, still doing everything that I do, but eventually I do think I want to go to, I think it'll be a lot easier for me to read my contracts, to be honest with you.
Yes.
Because those attorney fees can get kind of costly, so I said, you know what, I'm
right.
going to go to law school. But yes, I put myself through school. I really didn't. I didn't have a lot of financial support, but I worked. California is a great place to go to college, and worked very hard.
Well, congratulations and kudos to you for all you've accomplished so far. I mean,
thank you.
I know it can't be easy, especially on your own, and you have to finance everything, including your school and your movies and that. So you're a strong woman that a lot of other young girls should look up to.
Aw, thank you.
Definitely.
You're very welcome. Now, your latest movie that you've just released to DVD is called Power of Love, and David and I watched the trailer for it, and it looks so, so good. And, of course, it's starring Vivica A. Fox, whom I love and adore, and Joe Torre, Wood Harris, Malik Barnhart, and Andre Truth, and yourself.
Yes. I finally got my part.
You sure did.
I finally got it, It was actually just by chance. There's an actress I work with a lot. She had just got a TV show, and it was either, postponed everything until I found another actress, or I have this part open, and I said, you know what, I wrote it. I know the character. I can do this, and I had a lot of fun. It was the first time, I've ever been in front of the camera, and it was great. I liked it a lot. I really did.
Mm-hmm. Now, how do you multitask like that? I mean, being the producer, the director, and being in the movie, how do you put those different hats on through that?
I have a great team that I work with, and I can't even express to you enough how important just having a good team. I have a great team, and I don't do everything. I mean, I direct, I write, and I produce, but I also have help. So I have other producers I work with, so we delegate. I pretty much delegate tasks. As far as acting, I didn't have anyone directing me. I just felt it, And, I felt I did okay. So that was kind of nice, no one really telling me, do this different. And so, it was a great experience.
Well, when you were writing the movie, did you write yourself in there, or did you, last minute decide, I'm going to take this part?
Last minute, when the actress I work with often could not play the part, I had a choice, either postpone the production or play the part. So I chose to play the part, let the show go on. I'm going to play this part. And it was great. I was received with the other actors. It was a great experience. And I was working with seasoned actors, so it made my job, in front of the camera a lot easier. So that's really where it wasn't written for me. It was written for someone else. But Steph had to do that. So,
And you already pretty much probably knew the lines since you wrote the movie,
Right.
Well, I would love for you to tell our listeners a little bit about this movie as well.
Oh, Power of Love, it's a faith-based, has a faith-based undertone. Vivica Fox wrote a book called The Power of Love, and it's sort of similar to Love Chronicles, where Vivica actually counsels 3 individual callers and helps them work through their issues, more on a spiritual growth level than anything else, but it's not boring. It's all contemporary issues, just dealing with everything with a different approach, with more of a spiritual approach.
Well,
and
for our listeners, if they watch the trailer, they'll see, exactly what it's about. But I love the part where the girl has the guy tied up and smacks him, and the other guy walks in, and she says, "Leave us alone. We do this all the time."
Right.
I know. I said that.
And for some reason, I don't think that's the case.
No. The story is actually about the guy. He was pretty much a womanizer. And he just picked the wrong woman. He picked the wrong one.
So he gets his comeuppance.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Well, you distributed it to DVD and online. I guess you use Netflix and RedBox and Wal-Mart.
Yes.
I definitely have a Wal-Mart here. Definitely have RedBox. But I don't have Netflix. I have, David, what's the other one that we have?
Voodoo. Voodoo. I don't know if you guys know about Voodoo, but they're great.
No, Voodoo? I don't have Voodoo.
No, I don't have that. Let me see.
Voodoo
What's
is
the
Wal-Mart.
One we have? I can't think of what the ones we have. David, what's the name of it? The other online. What is it?
Hulu.
Oh,
Hulu. Okay.
Is it on there?
I'm not sure if it's on Hulu. We have it on right now. You can get it in Wal-Mart. You can get it online, Amazon. It will be available on RedBox.
Mhm. I have Amazon where I can watch movies from that. It's like an extra thing that you pay for, where you can view the movies online.
And rent.
Yeah, definitely. So there's like absolutely no reason somebody can't see any of your movies because you made it so accessible and so easy for them. Why did you decide to go through that line instead of going to, like a theater production?
Well, I do plan on in 2014 going to theater. I have a great, that's the plan, that's the goal. I have a great distribution outlet, and basically when I make a film, they are available at the retailers we just mentioned, and I pretty much deal direct. I don't, it's not that quote unquote traditional. I have to go look for distribution and that when I make a movie, it's available pretty much very soon, and my goal is to have a theatrical release in 2014
Well, I'll say that you're going to make it. I don't think you're going to have any issue.
I'm going to keep them crossed. I'm keeping them crossed, but that's my goal.
I will definitely do that. We'll put out some good vibes for you.
Good.
David, you had a question?
Yes. What message would you like to convey to your audience regarding your film?
Message is for people who like to laugh, who like family entertainment, and then they would like or enjoy one of my films. It's all of my films from the beginning till now. They're just great family entertainment films, and I love to laugh personally. So I like comedy, even dramedies. And I love them. I don't want to be scared when I watch TV or watch a movie. But some people do. Not saying anything about those people, but for me. And if someone enjoys, those things, they would enjoy one of my films, definitely.
That's my first choice is comedy, always.
Yep. Make me laugh. That's what I
Make me laugh. And that's the hardest thing to do, to make people laugh. It really is.
But
if you can make them laugh, you've done a great job. You've done something great. So,
exactly. No matter what kind of mood you're in, whatever you're feeling, if you watch a comedy, you can't help but feel better, at least for that 30 minutes or hour or whatever it is that you're watching something.
I agree.
It's true.
David, you had another question?
Oh, yes. How would you introduce a sequel to this film?
That's interesting, David. I haven't thought about that. I haven't thought about it. That's definitely a great question, but I don't know if I can answer it because I haven't thought about that one. I don't know.
Well, now it's an idea in your head. So
it is. It really is. Thank you for that one.
I wanted to mention too that you have your own production company called Maddox Entertainment. And besides releasing your movies under it, you also release other filmmakers' movies. And I want to say you really do it all, don't you?
No, I wish. But I do have all my films come under my production company's, my production company, I should say, Maddox Entertainment. I don't know, at this point, I don't know how I'm going to grow. I don't know where the branches are going to grow, but I do, right now I have a couple of other films that aren't necessarily, they're not my films I didn't direct, but that I have acquired to distribute. So